Hey Gemini, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Tonight I'm going to be doing your love in then some read for the month of July. Wanted to say thank you for all the views, the shares, the likes, subscribes, loyal subscribers. You guys are the best in the world, and I sure appreciate your support of the channel. Cross watchers, come on in. New subscribers, thanks for coming and viewing the reads on the channel and taking a chance on Jezebel Way Tarot. I hope we're able to deliver some messages for you tonight. Reads are open for the month of July. So come on in and email me if you'd like a personal read. Other than that, we're doing a makeshift kind of thing tonight. So trying to get these reads busted out for you guys. So let's see what the cards have to say for Gemini. Okay, Princess of Cups flew out of the deck, Gemini. So I'm thinking possibly there is an offer of love coming your way, or you need to nurture something. Looks like there's been a heartbreak in conflict, and you need some nurturing. In addition to that, the High Priestess came out of the deck. So this could be a situation in which there was some betrayal. Okay, there was some betrayal that happened. You know what you need to do. You need to move forward, use your intuition, and moving forward with the situation. I'm using the Tarot Apocalypse tonight. Isis Bookstore, check them out. This is where I've gotten the majority of my decks. Their customer service is beautiful. They have the best selection of cards I've ever seen. You guys check out Isis Bookstore. I'm doing a new spread tonight. Potential state of the situation, current state of the situation, you, your lover, final outcome, advice for you, and how does your lover feel about you? Never show me the potential current state of the situation. Never show me the current state of the situation. Okay, current state of the situation, Four of Pentacles. Holding on to something, Gemini. You're holding on to something that you need to let go of. Either you or your partner, or both of you. Universe, show me Gemini. You know, I've had some inquiries about singles readings. I'm working up a spread for that. And those may be rolling out in July. They may be rolling out in August. But those who've inquired about singles, I haven't forgotten you. I'm working something out for you. Trying to stay with my love brand, my love and then some, love and separation. So, you know, that may be called something about love and single or whatever. But we're going to work it out and get you something rolling. You have the Prince of Pentacles, Gemini. So trying to remain grounded, okay? Trying to, you know, be steady, but there's some element of stagnation here. Your partner has the Death card. You could be dealing with Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with Earth. There's a lot of Earth energy. We have Pisces and, of course, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So could be dealing with Scorpio energy, Gemini. Your partner's trying to transform. There's been an element, something's died, so something can take its place. Never show me. Your final outcome here is the Three of Cups. So that could speak to celebration. Okay, celebration. What's the advice for Gemini for the month of July in this relationship? Universe, show me what I need to see. What's the advice for Gemini? What's the advice for Gemini? Your advice, Gemini, is to, once you impart some wisdom, you put in some work, okay? There's devotion, an element of devotion here. Decide which way you want to go. You stick to that. You're learning something new. You're putting the work in. You're going to be recognized for that. That's going to be victorious for you. And it's going to be a new beginning in love relationships. So here's what I see. You need to express your devotion, Gemini, to the situation. That's going to bring you victory. And you're going to begin again in love. Again, this is more water. Now it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and fire here. Your advice is to keep moving forward. Keep putting in the work because it's going to pay off. Universe, how does Gemini's partner feel about Gemini? Universe, how does Gemini's partner feel about Gemini? Universe, how does Gemini's partner feel about Gemini? Spiritually, what we need to see. Your partner feels like, obviously somebody's really dealing with a Scorpio here. Gemini, your partner feels like some things blew up a little bit. Okay, and they're trying to remain grounded. You're trying to remain grounded. You're trying to take care of business. And you're sowing good things here. You're sowing good oats. You're making the right decisions. You're holding it down. You're maintaining. And they feel like, they have to create some boundaries, though. There's some issues with creating boundaries. Maybe in the past there was issue with boundaries. But it looks like to me, they see you recouping from a situation that wasn't so good. Okay? They see you planting the seeds, putting in the work, doing the job. That's a good thing. Universe, please clarify the High Priestess. So let's see what this High Priestess energy is about. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. So, the High Priestess is about intuition. It's about knowing things. It's about knowing a situation, but not necessarily speaking it. So I think that the overall arching energy is that you need to recognize, you need to call something out, Gemini, okay? You need to call something out. Call something like you see it. So with this Ace of Swords and this High Priestess, that kind of puts me in mind of the Queen of Swords, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here you are, speaking your truth, calling it like you see it. So there's some element here in which you kind of have to call it. Yeah. You're going to have to call out some toxic energies. Some of you could be dealing with Capricorn. You're going to have to call out some toxic energies or it's going to slow you down here in this situation. You're trying to maintain, you're trying to put in the work, move forward. You're going to get recognition, but you're going to have to be careful about this toxic energy here, this toxicity that's happening. You know it's happening. It's time to call it out. Let's clarify. Four of Pentacles is clarified by Nine of Swords. So you're holding on to something, Gemini, that's causing you a great deal of anxiety. And it's time to let it go. It's time to let equal give and take happen here. It's time for you to get your fair share of recognition and recognition for the work you're doing. Yeah, so what I see here is we've got the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups. So something happened here. An extra relationship took place here, either on your part or the part of your partner. Okay? Boundaries. Calling toxic energy out. Calling it like you see it. Keep your head down. Keep doing what you're supposed to do. You're going to have new beginning in love. You're going to get the victory and the recognition that you need. You're going to have to cut something out of your world, though, Gemini. Your partner has the Death card. Scorpio energy. Transformation. That card's clarified by the Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of threes here. So it talks to me about third-party relationships, but also it talks about gaining a balance in mind, body, spirit. Okay? So your partner's been transformed about moving forward in the future. Looks like to me, Gemini, you might have walked away from this situation, or your partner walked away because of this third-party situation. You know, your partner's using all the strength that they can to overcome this situation, or they're trying to hold themselves back. Yeah, it looks like they are trying to not partake of the temptation that's in front of them. Maybe perhaps in the past they did. Yeah, and they were left out in the cold as a result. They were left out in the cold as a result. So it looks like you called it out. You kept your head down. You're putting in the work. You were devoted. You've got new love coming in your way. So this could be a possible reconciliation, Gemini. Also, you've got this person coming back to you with the idea that they know that they shouldn't have done this. So you got to create boundaries. The choice is yours. This energy is always fluid. You got to pick what's best for you. Celebrations, ending of nasty cycles, beginnings, new beginnings. You're trying to make a decision to move forward, Gemini. It looks like your partner is. There's a lot of element here of emotional confusion, bad choices. It looks like you're trying to gain balance in this situation. Some of you could be dealing with Sagittarius at this point. Trying to gain balance to move forward. There's an element of two now coming together. Moving forward, though, looks like it's going to be your happiness. So there you have it, Gemini. Let's get some oracles on it and kind of see what they have to say. Don't force something to come together, though, Gemini. Let it happen the way it's supposed to. Compassion. Soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So, excuse me. Hey, Carrie, let me call you right back. All right, bye. So it looks like to me, you're going to need to have compassion with yourself. Retrograde's coming back. This partner may be coming to you, coming back to you with apology. With Cancer season, they could have been doing some soul searching. So it looks like to me, you have an opportunity to exercise compassion, both with that partner and with yourself. Can't say I blame you, though, if you didn't take the opportunity. You are safe. You need to communicate how you feel with this person. Throat chakra, communicate how you feel. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guiding you and guarding you and your loved ones. And I'm looking over your home. So, it's safe for you to let this person back in on some level, it looks like. May not be all the way. I think you have to kind of test the waters to see how this person's going to be. But you know what? Sometimes a leopard doesn't change his spots, okay? Prioritize. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So, Gemini, you're just going to have to figure out, are you your highest priority? Clear out that sacral chakra, that solar plexus chakra. Get rid of that negative energy. You got to get rid of it. Forgive someone, it frees you. It doesn't free them, it frees you. They've got their own lessons they have to learn. And that's not your responsibility. I think maybe you've got someone from your past coming back in your world again, Gemini. They see you doing good. They see you get the recognition. They see the money's good. You put your life back together and they're coming back to that energy. Okay. Yeah, passion's been reignited, but also you have to remember balance of mind, body, and spirit. There was a great deal of sacrifice here for you. You had to sacrifice quite a lot to get back to where you were now. Okay, you sacrificed a lot for this relationship too, it looks like. So don't forget who put you in that position, okay? Sometimes we can't forget those of us who put us in hard times. Can we appreciate the lesson? Sure. But do we have to repeat the lesson? No. All right, you've got mirroring behavior. So some of you could be dealing with twin flame energies in which you're mirroring each other's behavior. You've also got trust. Hell yeah, there's some trust issues here, especially if they stepped out of the relationship. But most of all, it's not really a matter of you trusting them. It's you trusting yourself. Are you going to be able to trust yourself? I think you're a little bit worried about making the right decision, being able to create boundaries, trusting that you'll act differently this time in your own best interest. Path to forgiveness. There we go. I mean, sometimes these cards work out so well. It's amazing. Like I said, you need to forgive, have compassion, but you don't have to come back to that spot again, right? You just don't. You have the right to say no. You have the right not to repeat the same lessons. Bottom of the deck, we have honesty is essential. Trust. To be a loving person, it's important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. Yeah. There you go. Trust. Honesty. Embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. You're going to have a lot of those coming back. With Cancer season, retrograde season, whatever. It's going to be coming back, going to be going crazy. Eclipse season, you know, there's all kinds of stuff happening that are going to make people kind of a little whack. So just keep that in mind. I see my parents as tiny children who need love. I'm not sure what that's about. Does that say parents? I can't even see. I think that says parents. Okay. Some of you may be caring for your parents. I don't know. The compassion for my parents' childhoods, I now know that I choose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free and set myself free. Okay, there you go. You know, when this card first flipped out, I was like, what? Okay, what does this have to do, universe, with what we're talking about? But now I see it. You know, sometimes we learn patterns and we learn templates and we're templated with things that our parents learned and their parents learned, and they bring that to our raising. Sometimes those things are toxic. Sometimes those things are codependency. Okay. Sometimes those are abandonment issues. Okay. So if you're dealing with codependency or abandonment issues, or some issues which led you to this situation here, it led you to toxic relationship. It led you to relationship in which you were being taken for granted. You know, forgive your parents. Forgive the 3D lessons that were brought to you that you brought into the world. Slough those off. Okay? You're forgiving them, but you're releasing yourself and you're learning these lessons so that you can unblock yourself and move forward. Wow, so that's a big important thing. You know, maybe this is a matter of cutting ties with toxicity, generational toxicity for some of you, even. So let's just kind of see what's going on moving forward in the future here. What could be coming your way this month in July? Okay, so yeah, focus needs to be brought back to the family. Okay, so I think this is talking about, for some of you, this is talking about your parents. Focus needs to be brought back to the family. There needs to be a balance of mind, body, and spirit within yourself. You got to let go of some toxicity to do with your parental units, your family, a dysfunctional family. Again, you know, this is a mature woman. This could represent a family member. But that's affecting your love life, okay? This is affecting your ability to move forward in relationship. You know, there's going to be some community support going on with you. There's going to be some sort of a recognition here with a woman and the community that you're going to be a part of. Perhaps this is an issue to do with a mortgage or a home or something like that. There's some issues with jobs, some issues with toil, labor, energies that are just kind of heavy that's coming to an end. It looks like you may change jobs, okay? There's an issue with employment, an issue with money. You know, you're going to be getting a message of concern from someone. Perhaps maybe there's someone officially who you work with or something in employment. You're going to be receiving gifts and expected income. You're going to be taking a trip. Okay, so could be traveling for work, commute, relocating for work. Some of you, that's going on. So Gemini, that's what I have for you for July. You're coming into a month in which you're going to be undergoing changes with your family, with love relationship, with finances, with employment perhaps. Just take it in stride, because it's always an opportunity to move forward and create something that you really desire and want. So I'm going to be leaving you now, and I'll see you mid-July for Love and Separation.